Okay, how are we doing? I'm back on the road, technically. Not back on trail yet. I'm just leaving the bunkhouse here at the Long Neck Lair. The girls are out this morning, they're doing their thing. So, just gonna see how far my feet can take me today. It's about 9 in the morning. And just as I was leaving, a friendly, familiar face walked up to the hostel. My buddy Hawkeye. Haven't seen him since Gatlinburg. He slowed up to get behind the crew because he had a ankle injury. And, of course, I've been having a lollygag, unfortunately, because of being sick and, foot issues and all kinds of other things. But, it's a Black Hawk helicopter. Right next to the Mountain Empire Airport here. Let's see if you can get a little view of that helicopter there. Yep. And they got some V-22 Ospreys that you saw in the last video, and Black Hawk helicopters. I guess, they got a lot of military that flies in and out and uses that, I guess, as a training landing strip or whatever. So it's pretty cool to see that. But anyway, see, a Hawkeye came up and we just chilled, sat for a little while, caught up a bit. The rest of our original tramway is a couple hundred miles north of us already, which, it is what it is. I hope to see him again eventually. I don't think I'm going to catch him by hiking, because I don't think that's possible at this point, but going to be seeing him again. If not this year, then definitely next year at Trail Day is when we all head down to that to see Disco again. But right now, just gonna walk, see how far I can go. Got about another quarter mile or so to get to where the road cuts, or the trail cuts under I-81. And then gonna be moving up to Bland. Bland is going to be in 45 miles from here, so I'm going to try and be there Saturday evening. It is currently Thursday morning, so Thursday the 15th, 16th? I don't know, 16th. And I'm just going to take my miles as I take my miles. No rushing. I'm not at this point going to worry any about the mileage, because the miles are going to make themselves. I'm going to pick up when my feet break into these shoes, or the shoes break into my feet, either way. And the miles are going to come. It's all part of the journey. And I got to keep that positive mental attitude, the old PMA, because everything works out. Everything works out. So, mile marker right now is 545.7. So that's about 460 miles from Snickers Gap, which is where home is for me. And of course, that's about a mile marker, 1,000.5. And 1,025 is Harper's Ferry. So, it's still got a little ways to go. Close to 500 miles to get to Harper's Ferry. And, it's going to happen. I'm going to try and make it there. Hell, possibly by the end of the first week in August. So that's a rather aggressive pace. Doing a lot of miles. But even if I'm a little bit late, okay, fine, whatever. Like I was saying before, I've talked to a Ridge runner now, and I have had confirmation that I would be able to summit after October 15th. They do not close Mount Katahdin at Baxter State Park unless there's crappy weather. So we're just gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna enjoy every single day. But I'll check in with you when I know what the plan is officially for the day, what mile I'm gonna get to, which it's kind of a crapshoot. I'm just gonna see how I feel. Or if I see something cool, I'll bring you back. So I'll catch you then. Got a little praying mantis here, hopping along the cow poop. Yeah, so I'm just in the middle of a nice wide open pasture here. And there's plenty of evidence of the cows. They're up in that corner there. But, nothing like dodging cow patties while you're on your trail. It's getting warm though. It's getting really warm. But I got a couple of good climbs today. Actually, a lot of good climbs today. So I'm just taking my time. I'm not going to push it. You know, I got plenty of time to get to where I'm going. And it's not supposed to rain at least for another 2 days, which I am so thankful for. If I'm able to make it up to Bland by the time the rain starts again, I will consider that 100% victory. But Bland is still about 42 miles ahead of where I am now. So that's totally doable within 3 days. You know. So, geez, these cows are not feeling good either. Kind of reminds me of my last week. But just gonna keep walking. These hills have begun. So instead of just panting and breathing hard and trying to talk, I'm gonna get up there and I'll check back after a couple climbs. That's a good sign. And it has an American flag on it. 1/4 of the way from Georgia to Maine. Man, today is a good day. Today is a good day. Got a little snaky snake, a little ringy. Cute little things, I love these. This one's, you know, small, probably about 6.5 inches long. Cute little dude. This day just keeps getting better and better. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You never know what you're gonna come across out here. Nice little gnome hut. Got a fairy out front. Her wings are broken. She's had a bad day. I love finding little things like that get left out here. So, working on another climb though. Let me show you my shocked face. Doing, oh hey, a switchback. Gravy. Got it. This one's about a 1.8 mile climb. Fairly reasonable grade, but still got to do them. I like the nice climbs like this. So, excuse me. Just finished off the rest of my water because coming up in about 0.6 is the last good, reliable water source according to Guthook that I'm going to have for the better part of the next 8 miles. So I'm going to fill up all 3 of my bottles, carry the extra weight up the rest of the day. But it is what it is. Weather's beautiful. It's hot, but beautiful weather regardless. And the woods are pretty. They smell nice, and they have a nice little breeze rolling through. It's been a great day. But we gotta keep going. Just a point of reference here. I found this reliable water source And well, it's a trickle. It took me over 20 minutes to fill my bottles. And that little rhododendron leaf right there that I was using as a bit of a funnel. Sorry, my lens is dirty. I'll clean it next stop. But yeah, I got my 3 bottles full. Got my gear, got my poles, and I am walking again. And yeah, I have a feeling this is what the water situation is going to be like for probably the next 50 miles. I was talking to a couple guys I knew that are a bit farther ahead, and their experience was, well, one of them, they had to do almost a 25-mile water carry. So that's gonna kind of suck. But one way or another, I'm gonna figure it out. Even if I have to carry, 9 to 12 pounds of water at a time. So right now I'm at about a little over 3 quarts. So I got 6.5 pounds of water on me. It's insane how much a difference that makes. By the way, the horseflies are awful out here, but yeah, the difference that weight of the water makes when you're just walking along. It climbs, it is what it is, but it's the descents that you notice. Because every extra pound when you're going downhill, you're literally just using it to pound your feet into the ground. So it makes you a bit tender. But I'm gonna keep rolling, ducking under these rhododendrons. Sorry about the moth that just hit the lens. And I'll check in again when there's something to see. Look back out of the cow pasture I'm walking through. See an awesome little valley here. There's a really cool cabin up there. Almost what looks like an observatory, because it's not a grain silo, so that's interesting. But yeah, 10.5 miles in for the day. It's hot. It's hot. I'm already down another liter off to the 3 that I filled up back at that place. So I got 2.1 to get to a hostel, a Bear Garden hostel. I'm gonna see what time I get there, see how my feet are feeling. Because again, it's hot. And I wouldn't mind sleeping with air conditioning and a good water source tonight, because I looked ahead. Place I was thinking about staying, Guthooks is saying pretty much everything's dry. And the only reliable source is actually the Holston River, which I'm gonna cross here before too long. And even Guthooks says, don't fill up there. And after looking further, it's because it's still going through cattle pastures like this, and you do not fill up your water source in a cattle pasture. That is a quick way to get a stomach bug, even worse than the one I probably dealt with. So, got a little ways to go up this hill here, and then it's mostly downhill and a couple little bips and bops to get to the hostel. So, I'm gonna keep on trucking, and I'll check in if I see something cool like this valley again. So hang tight. A lot of walking through these pastures today. And these little cows love this trail. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me, buddy. Beep, beep. Please. Sorry. I gotta come through. Beep, beep. Come on, bully. I'm not trying to scare you, I just need to come through. Yeah, this whole particular pasture is full of little bulls, little steers. And they love using this trail. I mean, it makes sense. it's easier than clambering through the actual forest itself. But I bet it's also easier on their hooves. Speaking of hooves, mine are barking at me. I'm on day 2 of trying to break in these new shoes, and hot day to daffodil. They hurt. They hurt. So, just gotta make do until I get to where I'm going. I think I'm like 0.6 away from a hostel. So, 90% sure I'm gonna be staying there. I'll see how it is when I get there. It's only about 1/10 of the mile off trail, so I'll walk down, check it out. If I don't like it, I'll keep going. But I'll let you know what I decide when I get there. I gotta finish these climbs. So here I was minding my own business. I stopped to take a breather just before I climbed another one of these damn obstacle headers. And I look up into this tree up here. I heard something I never heard before. Let's see if I can get a good zoom in on it for you. That up there, it looks like either a bald eagle with, it's kind of bald on its head, or, because it looks like a vulture almost, but it's got a white belly and big black wings and white legs. And my camera work is terrible right now. But you see if it looks around, yeah, you see its head there. And sorry, the lens is crap, it's dirty right now, but it looks like a kind of vulture I've never seen before. But it's been hissing at me. Like low, long breaths. Almost like a groan hiss kind of thing. I'm gonna have to look that one up for you. Because that's interesting. I've never heard that noise before, and I don't think I've ever seen this bird before. But I shall look it up. And I'll get back to you. Yeah, the head definitely looks like a vulture. I wish I could, clean my lens here real quick. Let me see if I can do that and then try and get a better angle for you. Well, I made it for the evening to the Bear Garden Hostel. Yeah, my feet are barking. I'm gonna just chill out here, enjoy the evening. It's $20 for a bunk. It's pretty inexpensive, includes shower and everything else. Laundry's $5 if you need it. I'm probably gonna end up doing that. And they got a couple things here for sale for basic resupply, things like that. So I'm whooped. I'm gonna get my shower. I'm gonna go to bed. And thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.